What's up, SE Nation? So I've been working on this video about discovery and what we should be getting out of a discovery for a couple weeks now. But a couple questions came up which made me think, like, people don't even know that sales engineers have to be part of discovery. Oh, and by the way, if you don't know me, my name is Ramsey. I'm a sales engineer out of Ottawa, Canada. And I like to talk about sales engineering stuff. So we're going to talk about why sales engineers have to be part of discovery. And this is kind of a rant, so it's not prepared. It's my raw emotions, one could say. So, should sales engineers be part of discovery? As usual, the answer is always, it depends. If it's a simple product that salespeople know how to demo, they know the value, they can talk about it, maybe not. Maybe the SE will come later and it's more of an inside SE role where they can do a demo and show the value of the product. But if it's a complicated product, or there are many nuances, or there are multiple products, it gets hard for one salesperson to know all of that and know it in details. And sales engineers in general are more technically savvy, and good sales engineers understand the business value of their product. So they're able to have more advanced conversations about that. So when we're talking about discovery calls, the main reason I see discovery calls are needed for sales engineers is that they can have a discussion. One, they can start building relationships with the customers. Customers like to buy from people they like. If they don't like someone, doesn't mean they won't buy from them. It's just they might buy despite the seller, not because of. Whereas if someone is likable and honest, customers might buy from them just because of that. Obviously, the product has to solve a problem. If it doesn't solve anything, they're not going to risk their careers. But it allows the SE to build that relationship, to at least to start building that relationship with the customers and different levels of the customers. Because SEs work with users, the end users, they work with the managers, directors. They could work all the way to the CEO and CFO, or CFO and CEO. So that's one thing. That's one reason why SEs should be part of a discovery call. If an SE supports multiple salespeople, they might not have the chance to do that, but if they have time, they should be able to do that. Secondly, and more importantly, it can shift the conversation away from features and buttons and more into value. So I've had this discussion today with someone who mentioned to me that a lot of their SEs don't want to do discovery because they don't want to seem salesy. Well, I hate to break it to that SE or SEs. We're in sales. I mean, sure, we want to help the customers. I haven't met a single SE who doesn't want to help the customers. But in the end, we want to help them using our own products. If there's a partner that we can partner with to sell the product, sure. But we're never going to advertise our competitors' products as better than our own. Or I don't even like to mention the competitor whenever I'm talking to a customer because they may not know the competitor, although mine are known. But generally speaking, some customers may not know. So we're in sales. We have quota, most of us. We have commission, most of us. So we are in sales. So we have to overcome that mentality of not wanting to be in discovery because we don't want to be considered salesy. On the other hand, if sales engineers are not involved in discovery and goes into talking about features and buttons, as we go into the demo and we try to shift it away from features and buttons into value and like what problems it solves, it's very difficult. And it gets even worse if you jump into a proof of concept and you don't have that information, or it was not set up from the beginning to be talking about values. So instead of doing a proof of value to the higher ups, to the C-level, like, let me show you how my product can help you, now you're doing a proof of concept to a user whose needs are very different than that of the higher up, the manager, the director, the C-level. Being part of discovery will allow you to shift that early on. It's hard to shift it later on in the conversation. So early on, set the expectation that we're talking about value, and that's why sales engineers, at least that's one small reason sales engineers should be part of discovery calls. Another reason why SEs should be part of discovery calls is because almost always we get the wrong information from salespeople. Not because, well, they don't know the product. They don't know what questions to ask. So either we get the incorrect information because they assumed something, that's the only thing they know, or we get incomplete information where the salesperson says, "Oh, I don't know." At which point we're going to have to do our own discovery, whether it's in the separate discovery or in the demo. It'll be a disco demo, which is getting kind of famous right now. That's it. That's a couple reasons. I'm sure you have other reasons why sales engineers should be part of discovery. I've been advocating for this for years. So let me know what you think, and maybe I'll add it into the next video. And so the video after this one, we're going to talk about what we need to do in a discovery. What's the purpose of a discovery? And I will see you guys next time. Peace.